So in each of these scenarios, you want to figure out what is more likely. Okay? So let's do it the first one. The probability of picking a vowel that's A, E, I, O, and U from the word Mississippi. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That's the probability of that. Probability of picking a vowel from banana. 3 out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You can see that's 1/2. So in this case, it's more likely you'll pick a vowel from the word banana than the word Mississippi. Okay? All right, another scenario has to do with cards. Here's what's already been picked out of the deck. And they want to know what's more likely, a queen and a 4, or an ace and a 5. Okay, so we need to figure out how many cards have already been picked. We know there's 52 total. Let's see. So 1, 4, 5, 8, 10, 11, 12, 14, 18, 19 cards have already been picked. So you're going to have to take away 19. So that means there's really 33 cards left in the deck. So that's where the 33 goes. And then how many queens? Let's see, they haven't picked any queens yet, so there's still 4 left in the deck. And then after you pick the queen, there's now 32 cards left in the deck. A 4, you've already picked 2 4s, so that means there's 2 cards left. And when you divide that in your calculator, you get 1/132. Okay? Let's look at the scenario for the ace. There were 33 cards. They've already picked 1 ace, so there's 3 left. Now there'll be 32 cards left in the deck. They've already picked 1 5, so there are 3 cards left. When you multiply that, you get 3/352. It's hard to tell which one's more likely until you divide it in the calculator. This is 0.007. This is 0.008. So in this scenario, an ace 5 is more likely than a queen 4. Okay, let's look at the next one. So you have an average in a class of 20 students is 75. If the standard deviation is low, that means the scores are pretty close together. So I don't know, like anywhere from 60 to 90. Versus the standard deviation of being high, it could be anywhere from like 30 to 100. Okay, so in this case, there's bigger range. All right, the next one. There's a fair coin and a number cune. Find the probability of getting tails and an even number. It's a 50% shot of getting in tails. An even number 2, 4, 6. That's a 50% shot. So that's 1/4. But this is getting tails or an even number. That means you have to get one or the other. So that's 1/2, and that's 1/2. So that means what they're saying is there's a 100% shot that it's going to happen. It doesn't mean it's going to happen, but that's the probability. Okay? All right, let's check the next one. How many different outfits? Fundamental counting principle. Pants 6, skirts 3, scarf 1, hat 2, 18, 36 options. Dresses 9, shoes 8, 72 options. So in this case, dresses, shoes gives you more option than the pants, skirt, scarf, hat. All right. How many different ways can you pick 4 shirts from 10 shirts? Obviously, it doesn't matter the order, so that would be combinations. So C 10 4, which is 10 factorial, over 10 minus 4 factorial, which is 4 factorial. 10 minus 4 is 6, so it's 10, 9, 8, 7, over 4, 3, 2. 4 times 2 is 8, 3 and 9 is 3, so that's 210. But displaying 3 of my 4 paintings on a wall, the order does matter in that case. So that's going to be permutations, which is 4 factorial over 4 minus 3 factorial. 4 minus 3 is 1. So it's just 4, 3 times 2, which is 24 options. So this one definitely wins, but that's the scenario for that. All right, we got 8 green, 9 black, 5 white. So they want to know the probability of green, and then another green with replacement. So it's like it never happened. 8, 17, 22 is the total, which means if you put it back, there's still 22. You got 8 green marbles, and you literally put it back. When you multiply that, 4, 4, 11, 4, 11, oops, 4 times 4 is 16 over 121. Here's the same thing, green, and then another green, but you don't put it back, which means now instead of having 8 greens, you have 7 greens. Simplify 1/3, 4 over 11, 4 over 33, okay, and then you would divide to figure out which one's more. Okay, to find the mean of the numbers, you add them up and divide by how many. So when you add them, you get 125. There's 10 numbers, and that means the average is 12.5. To get the median, you do smallest to biggest, 8, 9, 11, 12, let's see, 8, 9, 11, 12, 13, 14, 14, 14, 15, 15. Let me just make sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You just go what's in the middle. What's in the middle of 13 and 14 is 13.5. So the median is bigger than the mean. All right. 2 integers from 0 to 9. What is the probability that both numbers are less than or equal to 5? So that means 0 through 5 and 0 through 5. That's actually 6 numbers out of 10. 6 numbers out of 10. 3/5, 3/5, 9/25. What is the probability that both of them are greater than 5, which means 6 through 9, 6, 7, 8, 9, which is 4 out of 10, greater than 5, 4 out of 10, 2/5, 2/5, 4/25. So obviously you can see this one's more likely. Okay? What is the probability of, I'm guessing, getting the shaded circle? One side of the square is 6, but it says 4, so fine, I'll acknowledge this one, okay? So I need to find the area of the square, which would be 6 times 6, which is 36. I need to find the area of the triangle, which is the area of the circle, which is pi r squared, which is pi times the radius. So if this is 6, that's 3 squared, which is 9 pi, which is like, I think it's 28/26. So that means that would be 28/26 over 36. That would be the probability. And I acknowledge that the decimal is ugly, but it's fine. Okay. That's the probability of getting inside the circle. The probability of getting outside the circle would be 36 minus 28.26 over 36. So whatever that is, okay? Next problem, 2 number cubes are rolled. We got a black one and a red one. So the black one shows a 5, and the sum of the cubes is greater than 8. So, okay, there's only one 5 on a cube. So if it's greater than 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 will work. That's 3 out of 6, which is 1/2, which is 1/12. Okay? The red cube shows a 5, and the product, which means multiply, is less than 20. So less than 20 means 1 works, 2 works, and 3 works. That's the same thing. So they're equally likely. Recording. Find the following of these numbers. So you find the standard deviation. That'll take me a minute.